one of the things about this book, it's helps the nurse promote wellness for their patients, but also promote their own wellness. Why is it increasingly important that nurses take into consideration their own wellness in addition to that of their patients?
Well, nursing as a profession is very rewarding, challenging, but at the same time, very, very stressful. I think the studies show that more than half of nurses in hospitals and nursing homes settings report that they're at high levels of burnout and job dissatisfaction, which to me is very, very sad. I, the I think as nurses, as a group, we're kind of out to save the world and we're very idealistic, but we face a lot of competing demands like time constraints. We're dealing with very, very, very complex problems. We're bombarded with information, wanting to incorporate evidence-based information and the newest research, but it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much of it. How do we sort it out? And we want to do personal care, but there are so many demands, it gets to be very, very stressful just in and of itself. Then I think also as nurses, we tend to be the family caregivers, the mothers, spouses, daughters, daughter-in-law. We're caring for aging relatives as well as dependent other family members. So we take on a lot of additional caregiving responsibilities. So one of the characteristics that I like when I write about health promotion for wellness and is that we can incorporate it, that I try and practice what I preach, and just about everything I write applies to promoting wellness for myself. So one of the things I've done is at the end of every chapter, I've added a little tidbit, a little piece of advice called self-wellness in practice. And it teaches nurses how to apply the concepts for self-wellness, which it seems to me it's kind of evident that if you're promoting wellness for patients, you would do the same thing for yourself. But we don't always make that transition. So I think it's really, really an important contribution that nurses start having simple ways to apply wellness for themselves and reduce stress.